can't stop sneezing, I chew. I hate to break it, but me and myself talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what?
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coerce. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot, time to try and go ahead.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Ready?
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Number 21.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
56 is the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Escape. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. Does the big boy have the juice?
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Cowboys, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6.
From the 22, Rosen. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Focus, defense, focus.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Middle.
Again, it's Rosen. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 85.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Rosen.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire underneath.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the stop. No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The 11-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
58, right over there,
They run for it with Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 4.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For D.D. Westbrook, incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Formation for Washington.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new British watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel bad.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Taken in the end zone.
That's all you got!
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, it's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
23-yard line.
Throwing again. Haskins. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards there and a Washington first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down.
Terry McLaurin.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
To throw again, Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Haskins back to the air. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The tackle made by Matt Ayala.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Rosen. Being chipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long here for Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Washington football at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The ball carrier, Landon Collins.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They face a 3rd down, 3rd and 3.
56, the mic, boy, 56. Check 56.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Complete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Haskins pass.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. From the 10, 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Eluding the pressure right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
29-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Flush to his right, and it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
It's now
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rosen. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there on third down. 48 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on second down. Rosen able to hit his target, Lamb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line.
First and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
56 is the Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Rosen's pass intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 23 yards, the final tally.
Mixon. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Washington.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Dances by him. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down carry by Elliott. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll throw it with Rosen. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to number 80.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes this Washington 17. Cowboys 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Line. This is Elliott. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Airing it out for Olsen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's second down.
It's now second.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
Rosen's.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. This is caught. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
At the 2-yard line.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. T.J. Green with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does accompany.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
It's 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From midfield now, Haskins. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now it's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with